Some Republicans in Congress are worried about the rapid increase in the number of federal regulations in the last few years. And now a group of lawmakers have a new plan to rein in the spread of unwarranted regulations. Our own John Hines has more from Washington.
A group of fiscally conservative lawmakers have joined together to require for the first time a budget for the costs of regulations imposed on the American people each year. Senator Mike Lee says the bill they are sponsoring would require new regulations to fit within cost limits established by Congress.
What this says is that we should limit the amount of expense that the American people have to pay for as a result of complying with federal regulations. 20 years ago, when I was in law school, that amount was $300 billion a year. Today, it's skyrocketed. It's multiplied almost sevenfold to about $2 trillion.
Lee thinks that's too much, and there should be some limit.
Part of reining in agency overreach involves putting some limit, some top-end limit on how much a federal agency can do, on how much work a federal agency can require of the American people. As I explained in my book, Our Lost Constitution, we've had a Congress who, for decades, has delegated out the task of actually making laws.
Congressman Mark Walker says this is part of an effort by conservatives to rein in what they believe is executive overreach. Their effort is named after Article 1 of the Constitution.
This all stemmed really out of the heart of Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee, a few months ago in launching what we call the Article 1 project. And one of the things about this Article 1 Regulatory Budget Act is to make sure that the executive doesn't overreach. In other words, we put limitations on how much can be spent. The other thing, it also caps some of the agencies.
A common cause amongst conservatives in Congress is opposing a federal bureaucracy that, in effect, they say, makes its own laws. Lee and Walker hope that the Article 1 Regulatory Budget Reform Act will curb what they view as a sprawling federal bureaucracy. John Hines, One American News, Washington.